May the triple flame bless you. You are welcome to the Heladeepa Buddhist channel. Today we are going to have another session on meditation and Lord Buddha's teaching. Today also we have invited Reverend Upali Thero, who is from USA. So our today topic is that anger. It's a big problem for the people in the world, losing temper and anger. You get angry with the people. You always that you get angry with your friends or as well as your relatives, kids and kids, everybody sometimes. It's a big problem for the people. So we are going to have a good discussion with Reverend Upali Thero, how we can get rid of anger according to the Buddha's teaching. Reverend sir, how do you explain anger first? It's a big problem for the people.
Yes, it is. Well, first of all, let me say that anger feels good.
That is the people think.
Well, no, it does feel good. We say anger has existential gratification. I'm okay, he's the bad person. You know, we're okay, they're bad. And so we get this false feeling of good feelings, but these feelings are false. And I have noticed that people will get an angry feeling and they will hold that anger for the rest of their lives. I don't talk to that person, he's a bad person. Well, what are you angry about? I don't know, but he's just not a good person.
That's the only reason that...
Can't even remember what the original argument was about. So, anger is like it's like a weight you're carrying on your back. And you don't even know it's there.
Yeah.
If you carry a weight all the time, pretty soon you don't even realize it's there. And the thing about anger is every time you think of this person, anger arises, you know, or a bad feeling arises every time.
Yeah.
And when anger disappears, what happens is you think about this person and the anger doesn't come.
Yeah.
That is when you realize what a weight you've been carrying for years. It's not until it goes away do you realize what a burden it is.
Until then, people can't understand how burden that they were carrying.
Nope. No. So,
well done, sir. Why do people get angry with another one? Normally, people get angry with the relatives, friends, and sometimes parents and kids and kids. And why do people get angry with?
Well, you know, psychology, modern psychology says that anger is a result, comes from a threat, a perceived threat. But really, a threat usually brings up fear, not anger. So it's easier to be angry than it is to be afraid. For example, a man starts flirting with your wife and you get angry. Actually, you're afraid your wife is going to run off with him, but it's easier to be angry than it is to be afraid. So that's one source of anger. The other source is our expectations, what we want. I want people to act like this. I want people to do that. And when they don't do what I want, then I get angry because I want to control things. I want to be in charge. I want life to go the way I want it to go. So I'm stuck in traffic and I'm angry, pounding on the steering wheel.
Sometimes the children, the parents, in case of the parents, that they get angry with the children because the parents want to behave in a such a way, but they don't behave such a way. That's why parents get angry with the kids.
Yes, that's true. And also,
that's the main problem in
maybe also the parent is afraid that the child will make the parent look bad.
Yeah.
Okay, will embarrass the parent. Again, it's fear. Or the child is playing in a way that's dangerous, and the parent scolds the child and maybe punishes the child, but actually the parent was afraid that the child was going to be hurt. So again, fear is what's causing this. And also, of course, the child is not doing what I want the child to
Yeah.
do, is not acting the way I want. So expectations, people not acting the way we want them to act, life not going the way we want life
In
to go.
another point of view, that sometimes the people get angry with us because of we don't behave according to their view.
That is true.
That's also.
It's a knife that cuts on both ways, cuts
Yeah.
on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay. So the question is what to do about this anger. If the first thing is, are you willing to let go of the anger?
Mhm.
Are you willing to be not angry?
Mhm.
Okay. I know a man who is angry at his neighbor,
Mm.
and I suggested to him, you know, why don't you do just one good thing for the neighbor, but don't tell him and
Yeah.
don't tell anybody.
Mm.
And that
Even
man
if the person is angry with the next door person, that we can do some good thing for the person
just
whom we
have a
like.
nice thought, even
Yeah.
a nice thought. So I said, why don't you do just one good thing for that person and don't tell him?
Yeah.
And my friend said,
Mm.
no. He was
Then-
not willing to let go of the anger. We have this idea that my anger toward you is going to hurt you, and it doesn't. It hurts you.
Mhm.
It hurts oneself. You know, people people are afraid of the evil eye and things like that in Sri Lanka, you know, and afraid of envy, which is always fear of what somebody else is going to do and think. And that's not freedom. That's not happiness. That's, you know.
Sometimes people get angry because of the when other people speaks in a bad way, then other person gets angry actually, that using some bad words, some people call the people and each other, and then what happened that using bad words towards the other person, that end up angry.
Well, let's take an example.
Yeah.
Let's take an example. You tell me, you know, why are you acting like that? That's a
Yeah.
question. It's
Yeah.
not even, you know, and I don't even know what you're angry about.
Yeah.
But what I can say to you is, don't talk to me like that. And instead, I can say something like, it looks like you're angry with me,
Yeah.
which is just a statement.
Yeah.
I don't have to react with anger. I can just make a statement. Have I said something to offend you? I can ask. Okay? We have to start with the willingness to let go of the anger, the willingness to not be in charge. I don't have to defend myself. And for all these things, I have to feel very confident in my own heart.
That means most of people enjoy getting angry actually.
They do. They enjoy getting angry. I'm okay. He's the bad guy. Okay? We are all right. They are bad. Okay? This is the way it usually happens.
That is in case of the people and human beings, and what about the situation? There is some situations creates a problem for us, then we get angry.
Well,
So how
again,
do you explain?
When the situation is not doing what we want it to do,
Yeah.
we get angry.
Yeah.
Okay? Today it's raining, but I want it to be clear. You know, today I'm stuck in traffic, I want to drive fast.
Yeah.
I am not in control of the weather, I'm not in control of traffic. So I read somewhere a book that said, if I am disturbed, which could be anger, or frustrated, or
Yeah.
disappointed, right? If I am disturbed, it is because I find some person, place, thing, situation,
Yeah.
some fact
Yeah.
of my life unacceptable. And until I accept that person as being exact, or place, or thing, or situation, that's the way it's supposed to be, according
Supposed
to
to
karma.
be, yeah.
It's supposed to be. You're supposed to be stuck in traffic. And I say, what? Well, why? I don't know. The point
in
is,
case of a person also, we can think like that.
he's supposed to be
Yeah.
rude to me today.
Yeah. I see.
The anger is here. It's not there. It's in my own heart. So a good example that I always use is bus drivers in
Yeah.
Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
You know, what can you do about bus drivers? I have been known to yell at bus drivers and tell them to slow down, ask their name, write it down. I'm going to call them up on the phone and complain
But
to the
what about
boss.
the response of the...
Nothing. They just go faster. They
Yeah.
ignore me. So what I did was, in this case, is I practiced metta for the bus driver.
Bus driver doesn't know about the...
No, he doesn't. He's too busy running over three-wheelers. So I said, may the bus driver be happy even though he's a bad person. And I don't really mean it. But anyway, may the bus driver have a nice day. May the bus driver see no traffic. May the bus driver's wife make him a nice cup of tea when he comes home. And so I just kept saying things like this in my mind, and my anger went away.
Yeah, first that the anger goes away from you.
It did.
Right.
Yeah.
Then how did you feel then when you see the bus driver again?
Well, the point is, when I got off the bus,
Yeah.
I wasn't angry. That's the main thing. I wasn't angry. I wasn't trying to write down the the license plate number. As a matter of fact, I turned to the bus driver and said, "Tarawan Saranai, have a nice day."
What about the response from the bus driver?
Well, sometimes the bus driver actually slows down. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Because you see, when we meditate, our minds do reach out and touch the environment. This actually happens, and we can see it sometimes, especially with metta bhavana, metta meditation. So metta is loving kindness meditation, and this is a very good way to let go of anger towards people. And for situations, just accepting that you're not in control, I'm not in control of, so therefore, no matter how angry and upset I get, it's not going to change things. And I'm the one suffering.
Yeah.
You know, the traffic is not suffering, I'm suffering.
That is the concept of Buddha's teaching anatta, I think that. So I am not the control of anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
So what
not
are
fighting anymore.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not fighting, not struggling. We're just, you know, being. Okay, so I find metta for people and acceptance for things to be very useful for me when I find that I'm upset or angry. So I also find that when I practice metta meditation and acceptance in all things, I'm just much more peaceful. You know, things don't bother me as quickly, you know. Not always. I wish it were, but I'm not an arahant, so, you know, I get stuck in traffic, or I had to go to the government office the other day, and oh man. And
what are the recommendations according to Buddha's teaching for the people who always gets angry?
Number one, sati.
Sati.
In other words, be aware that anger is present in the mind.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let go of the anger. There are things mentioned in certain suttas, like the Vitakka Santana Sutta mentions.
Later we discussed that.
Yeah. We can let go of the anger. Yeah, forgiveness is a good word. I had to look that word up, forgive.
Forgive.
Forgive, yeah. Kama me bante, it says, you know.
Among the monks.
Yeah, well, also it says, Kayena vacha chittena pamadena mayakatang asyam kama me bante. Forgive me for any mistakes I've made in body, speech, and mind. So how do we kama? Well, how do we forgive? So I looked that word up. I looked that word up, and it means either two things: pardon, and it also means letting go of anger. Okay. To forgive someone is to just let go of the anger. Quit being angry.
To accustom the mind to let go of anger, are there any system of meditation Buddha's teaching, according to Buddha's teaching?
Metta is the main thing, metta. And also, you know, first of all, one has to realize that anger is present, you know, so we have to be mindful that anger is there. We just don't take it seriously. Oh, I see that anger is present again. Oh, well, I'm a human being. I made a mistake. See, the anger is here. It's not there.
Outside.
It's always here. Okay? You, Mr. Sedeka, you cannot make me happy.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can give me lots of money and you can give me good health, and that's not 100% guaranteed to make me a happy person. But ridding my mind of unwholesome akusala kamas
Yeah.
and dhammas,
Yeah.
akusala dhammas in the mind, that
Unwholesome
leads,
things.
yeah, unwholesome dhammas or mental states. This is what leads to a happy life. Okay.
Okay, now at the end of 5 minutes more?
Oh, 15 minutes.
ගිහිල්ලා 15 minutes. අපි මේකට විනාඩි 5ක් එකතු කරන්න ඕන මේ පොඩි මෙඩිටේෂන් එකක් එකතු කරන්න ඕනේ හැම එකම. ඒකන ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එක. අපි ඒක දාමු දාලා ඕකෙන් කට් කරලා හදාගන්න විනාඩි 5 පැය කාලෙ නේ.
කමන්න විනාඩි 20 අවුලන්නේ නැහැ.
20 අවුලන්නේ නැහැ නේ. Now they have already we have already spent that 15 minutes. Now we are going to have 5 minutes meditation session on
Okay.
metta, right?
Let's try a meditation for your enemy. Okay, let us pretend that your enemy's name is Tisa. Tisa.
Yeah.
Okay. I could say John, I suppose.
Anyone that if somebody has an enemy, just remember the name of the enemy.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
And we're going to practice a meditation that if one does this meditation every day, even for just 5 minutes, and do it for 2 weeks, by the end of that time, you will think of Tisa or your enemy, and you will discover that there is no anger there.
As well as the person will realize that such a burden that...
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. When you think of this Tisa person, this enemy, when you think of this enemy and anger does not arise, you may not like him, okay? He's not your best friend, but you're not angry. When that happens, you realize what a burden that anger has been. It's always a load. Now it's gone. So that's when you find out. And let me just say, I guarantee that if you do it for 2 weeks, if one does it for 2 weeks, during that period of time, the anger will go away. Okay?
Okay, shall we practice
Sure, let's do it.
5 minutes?
Okay.
Instruct
So
the people.
we'll practice some loving kindness meditation for an enemy. And let's say that our enemy's name is Tisa. So we start by thinking about Tisa, and we take a few breaths. Just relax. And then we start saying, may Tisa be well. May Tisa be happy. May Tisa be comfortable and peaceful. Even though I don't like Tisa, still, may Tisa be happy. May everything I want for myself be given to Tisa also. May Tisa be comfortable. May Tisa be free from fear, free from anger, free from worry. May Tisa just be happy and comfortable. Even though I don't like Tisa, still, may Tisa be happy. May Tisa be well, happy, and peaceful. And with that, let's bring this meditation to a close. Sadhu, sadhu,
May the
sadhu.
triple men bless you. Now we are going to wind up our session. We can meet in another session next time. So we had a very valuable discussion on anger today. So thank you very much, Reverend Sir Thero. You are spending your time with us. Thank you very much.